Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a 25-minute sketch. That's 5 minutes more than the last one to see kind of what an extra 5 minutes buys me. So let's get started. Okay, first things first. I almost always start with a neutral background like gray or kind of a tan color because it's a lot easier to add in darks and lights to a neutral middle ground than it is to start from either end. In my previous drawing, I used a line to block out the shape of the character, but in this one I started off with shapes. And I think that if you can get nice cohesion at this stage when it's just simple shapes and it looks like a really cool design, it's going to lay the foundation for a good piece of art later on. I find that I tend to gravitate towards drawing and doing detail on the face really quickly as soon after I started, but this might not be the best approach for me because, as you can see, like there's still a lot of kind of asymmetry in the rest of the character. So if I had made sure to get that down a little bit before I started on the face, it might have fixed some design problems in the drawing later on. I remember thinking at this point that, man, the shape is just not exaggerated enough, and some of my favorite character designs have like some very exaggerated proportions, so I bumped up his hair a little bit to make it more dynamic. And of course you need a background. A character just floating in space isn't really very exciting. At this point I remember thinking, okay, I've got the character down, I've got the background down, it's okay to go in and start adding some detail. So I picked just kind of a pen-like brush to add some spines to his face. Time was starting to run out here, and I felt myself getting a little sloppier. Like I was starting to almost get like, not quite panicky, but like anxious that I only had like a minute or two left. So you can see it in my strokes that they're not as careful. I think I need to work on that. Okay, I'm done. So overall, I think that one felt a little bit easier than the last one, probably because it was a single character kind of from the front, and I only used one brush, or actually I think I used two brushes, so I kept the brushes pretty simple. I also kept the color palette pretty simple so I could focus on the shape design and the character design. So I'd say that went pretty well. Cool, so see you next time.